Hey guys, so I am editing this video right now and I just want to forewarn anyone who gets like irritated by this kind of stuff, but my dogs are barking a lot in this video, especially near the end. So if that irritates you, I apologize, but yeah, that's it. Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name's CJ and I post makeup videos here on YouTube, which is what you are so kindly watching right now. But anyway, today I'm going to be doing yet another Empties video. I love Empties videos. They're my favorite, like one of my favorites, obviously. It's just basically going through stuff that I have used up. I feel like I film these videos a lot more than like most people who upload YouTube videos, but then I'm like, that's because I probably have a lot less stuff to like work through. So you know what I mean? But anyway, today's video is going to be a lot of like bath, face, body stuff. Not so much. There's like a couple of makeup products, but not a lot. So if you are just like not into, which you should be into skincare, okay? But I'm not telling you how to live your life. I'm just saying, you should take care of yourself. But anyway, so most of it is that, but there are a few makeup products. So also, before we jump in, if you could please go ahead and like and subscribe. It seems like a little presumptuous to like say that at the beginning of your video, but a lot of people do. So I'm just gonna say it because maybe it'll work. Also, my shirt says paws, like Jaws, and it's got a cat. It's my favorite shirt of all time. But anyway, let's just go ahead and get started. So this is the bucket. I'm gonna get my thumbnail real quick. Just give me 1 second, please. If you don't know what an Empties video is, it's me going through things that I have used up, so my trash, basically. And I'm going to be giving my kind of review. It's not like an in-depth thing because that video would be like super long. And me saying if I would repurchase it or not. If I already have, which that is the case for a lot of these. As is this. Okay, this is the Petitions dry shampoo. This is the Clean and Classic Original. I have tried quite a lot of dry shampoos, and the Petitions by far is my favorite, and it's the cheapest, so you're welcome. Also, I hate the one for dark hair. They have some for like brunettes, but that just, I mean, it literally looks like you just stuck your hand in like dog crap or something. I mean, when you rub that crap, I mean, you get like brown. No, just get this and work it into your hair and you're golden. It's just so good. I just like the clean smelling ones, like nothing too like sweet or fancy or whatever. Just like I washed my hair, but I didn't. Next. Oh, I've already repurchased that like 2 times. Okay. Again, this is another thing I've already repurchased. I repurchased it yesterday. This is the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, the Hydrating Facial Cleanser. It's for normal to dry skin. I have oily skin, but there's just something about this. Right now, I'm using the Kylie Skin Face Wash because I got it in a BoxyCharm, and I do like it. But why I would tend to, like, and I'm using that one up just to use it up so I don't waste it, and it's not terrible or anything. But this is just so much better because it doesn't leave my face feeling like tight or anything after. So I feel like this really does cleanse my skin, which I know it does because I always go in with micellar water afterwards. This just, it cleans your skin super well. It's hydrating. It won't strip it. It's super basic. It doesn't have, like, I don't know how much, oh, it has no fragrance. It's fragrance free. So that's really cool. And I will say, okay, so it's called CeraVe because it has ceramides in it. And now that we're getting into the colder months, I get eczema like on my, isn't this called like a weenus? Isn't that, I could be totally wrong. But I always get eczema like really bad in like the crevices of my elbows during the winter. And this helps. It's so weird, but like I'll be in the shower, I'll wash my face, I'll take a little bit of this and I'll plop it on the insides of my elbows, and it really does help calm down that stuff, eczema. So if you have eczema or just like super sensitive skin or like super easily inflamed skin, try out CeraVe, man. They're not expensive at all. You can find it at Target, CVS, wherever, but they're so good. Next is this Physicians Formula Perfect Matcha 3-in-1 Melting Cleansing Balm. I loved this stuff. I still love this stuff, but Mr. Skincare by Hiram informed me that this has plastic in it. And I don't know if there's like any science behind plastic doing terrible things to your skin, but I just know if I'm wanting something to take makeup off of my skin, I don't want plastic in it. I don't want to be rubbing like liquid plastic on my face. That's just a little weird to me. And also it's really bad for the environment. So I got a new, I will say this takes your makeup off incredibly. I loved this stuff. I'm not saying that I did not. I did, but I'm trying to just be like a better person for the universe, you know? So I researched, I got one off of Amazon. It's like a liquid one. It comes with a pump, so it's a lot easier to use. I really, really like that one. It's like, I'll put a thing right here. It's like illic something. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm just like, I'm into the research, you know? Now I'm kind of like, Mr. Skincare, but I don't know why I keep calling him Mr. But I love him, and he's just made me like want to research shit, you know what I mean? And so I was like looking up new face oils, because I did use this one, by the way, not to be wasteful. I did use it, okay? But anyway, he has just made me like overthink what goes on my skin, and I think that's a good thing. I think you should overthink what goes on your skin, because it's your skin. It's the organ everyone sees, okay? But anyway, love this. Not great for the environment, and maybe not your face. If you want to put liquid plastic on your face, go ahead. You probably shouldn't. I'm just saying. Anyway, so not repurchasing. I purchased another one. But a skincare thing that I have already repurchased is this, which I just talked about. This is the Simple Sensitive Skin Experts Kind of Skin Micellar Cleansing Water. So I really love this stuff. It's basically how I wash my face is I will use my liquid, my oil removing cleanser. I'll do that. Then I'll do my face wash, which right now, again, I'm using the Kylie Skin one. Don't love it. I'm going to start using that other one once I go through the Kylie Skin one. And then after I dry my face and stuff, I do one more pass over with this and like a cotton round, because I like makeup a lot, okay? So it takes a lot to get it all off. So anyway, I love this. It's so cleansing, but it's so gentle. So I was using, damn, Hiram keeps getting mentioned. I was using that Thayer's Witch Hazel, because BuzzFeed articles said that like people with oily skin love it, and I did really like it, honestly. Like I had no qualms with it, but I think he's a little bit more educated with skincare than I am, and I'm totally willing to admit that. So I was like, okay, well maybe I should find something that maybe strips my skin less. I didn't realize my skin was getting stripped, but now that I've tried this, I realized it kind of was. Like when I used the Witch Hazel or whatever, I always got the unscented one. I don't know, it just kind of like, sometimes it makes my skin a little bit red. I mean, not anything crazy. And if you've seen any of my videos, my face gets red all the time from anything, like anything. So I didn't think it was the product. I just thought it was my damn face. But this is just, you can tell it's so much more, it's literally just like water on steroids. It's just like, you don't feel anything other than like the cold wet of the water. But there's something in it that if you have a trace of anything on your skin, it gets it off. And it's cheap, it's from the drugstore, and it's just really, really cool, and you should try it. I've already repurchased that, if I didn't say that already. Okay, so this is the Paula's Choice Skin Balancing Pore Reducing Toner with Niacinamide. So I actually really, really did like this. I got this out of a BoxyCharm. Paula's Choice is like kind of mid-tier when it comes to pricing. It's not like super bougie, but it's a little bit more than I'm comfortable paying. But I did really like this, and I know niacinamide is like a holy grail ingredient apparently. Like it's super dope. I'm 27, I shouldn't say that. But anyway, yeah, I really like this. I probably won't repurchase it just because it is expensive, and I feel honestly, I haven't used toner in a few months, like ever since because I've ran out of this forever ago, but I stopped using it after the whole Thayer's thing, and so I haven't noticed any adverse effects from not using this. Like, I haven't noticed my skin getting oilier through the day or my pores looking more defined or anything like that. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this did anything really. My voice, oh my god, y'all, I'm so sorry if y'all can, you obviously can hear my voice, but it's just so gross. But anyway, I did like this, but I don't know if it really did anything. And if it did do something, I don't think it was as like, I don't think it was enough for me to actually notice. Because when something really does something, you notice. This, I liked it, but I didn't really notice anything. Next is this Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. I love this face wash, I really do, but it's incredibly expensive. It's stupid expensive, and I only ever get it. The first time I got it was from a BoxyCharm. There's Chewy, by the way, or her tail. Anyway, the first time I got it was from a BoxyCharm. And then BoxyCharm does this like random pop-up shop on their website every so often, and you can get stuff like super, super discounted. That's where I got the second bottle. I do really, really like it. I will never in my life buy it if it's not on sale. And honestly, I don't see much of a difference between this and the CeraVe one. So just why waste the money, you know? I could go like buy Mexican food or pasta or something. So I really do like this. I do. Not worth the money. It's really good, but it's not worth the money because it's stupid expensive. Next is it's a shampoo and a conditioner. I think I got this from a BoxyCharm. Yeah, because I never would have bought this on my own. Yeah, okay. I got this out of a BoxyCharm. Again, this is it's the Allure Clean Beauty Collection. It's a moisturizing shampoo and conditioner for medium to coarse hair. Sulfate-free, vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free, paraben-free, color safe. These weren't bad, like, at all. I think these were, like, super expensive, though. I mean, you're gonna see the same shtick occurring. Things are good, okay? And I get them out of a BoxyCharm, so I'm like, okay, I like it, but I'm not gonna repurchase it because that's stupid for me. Maybe not for you if you're rich, but I'm just saying. These are really good. I honestly, I've had this empty bucket going for a long time, okay? And I used this up. I know I probably didn't hate it, but if I can't remember if I loved it, that probably tells me that I didn't love it. Does that make sense? So I think these were good because I used them up, but they weren't great because I don't even remember them that much. So another shampoo, this one I actually did really like. This was, I got it from CVS, it was like from the drug, I got this from the drugstore. This is by, who is this even by? I can never, oh, it's by Real Raw. Oh, that's the name. I thought that was just part of the shampoo name. But it's by the brand Real Raw. Okay. Anyway, this was the Collagen Plump Shampoo. That's kind of cute. I kind of like that. It's the Bountiful Shampoo, plumping collagen, instantly boosts body thickness and life in 2-week fine brittle hair. It's like free of all the stuffs. It smells really good. On the back it says smells good enough, but don't drink it. Thank you. Yeah, it's the same as all the other ones. Sulfate free, phthalate free, paraben free, it has plant proteins. It's free of mineral oil and synthetic dyes. I did really, really like this, honestly. My hair, it's very like wavy-esque, but if I put too much stuff in it that like weighs it down, it does get weighed down. So I have to like, I don't know, I have like wavy hair, but it's like fine hair, I guess. And so anything that gives me a little bit more volume, I do really appreciate. And so I don't know, I just saw this at the store and I thought it looked cool and I tried it and I did really, really like it. I might repurchase it. I'm kind of trying to dive into the whole curly girl, wavy girl method, but like in a realistic way, you know? So, and I think this kind of fits, right? It's free of all this crap. But I don't know, so I'm trying like other things that like I've seen blogs or Pinterest people recommend. But I would honestly be open to buying this again because it wasn't expensive. I got it from like CVS or Walgreens or something and it does smell really good. I didn't get the conditioner, I just got the shampoo. Okay, this is the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. I got also these out of BoxyCharm. It says they help exfoliate, tone, and brighten. At first, I did not want to use these. These smell like watered down cat urine. They don't smell good, like at all, okay? But I will say I did kind of notice a difference in my skin as I used these. So a part of me is kind of open to maybe getting them again. First Aid Beauty, they're not my sort of cheap, like $5 at CVS, but they're cheap in the grand scheme of things. So yeah, I don't know. I liked these, hated the smell, but I did notice a difference. Like I could definitely see my face just like look better. That's all I can tell you. I'm really sorry, that was a terrible description, but yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go ahead and get these two out of the way just because I will forever repurchase. I think the e.l.f. one now, honestly, a little bit more, which is, it makes me kind of sad because my LA Girl Shady Slim was such a phase, but I don't know. So this is the LA Girl Shady Slim Brow Pencil. This is the one in Espresso. This is not my shade. They were sold out of my normal shade, and what's my normal shade? I think it's like brunette or something. But anyway, this was way too like warm toned for me. It fit when I needed a brow pencil and I didn't have any other ones to reach for, so it worked. I love the formula of this, I do, but I will say this is now like overtaken it completely. This is the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. I use the shade Cool Brown. This, it's a little waxier than the LA Girl one, and I like that because this one, you can't overdo it as easily. So me, usually when I'm doing my brows, it's like the last step of my makeup routine. I'm usually probably running really late for work and I'm just like, okay, I gotta go. And so with that one, I could turn into like Instagram circa like 2015 really easily and quickly. I can't with this one, but it's pigmented enough to where it's just like such the perfect little blend of pigmented but not so much that you can overdo it. The point is incredibly fine. It's just so good. It has a spoolie on the other end. Just like, I've tried the Anastasia one. I've tried a fair share of my brow pencils, and this one, this e.l.f. one, which is like $3 or $4, takes the cake on all of them. If I'm at Target, which is basically the only store I regularly go to that has e.l.f. like actually in stock, I will repurchase this just to have a backup. It does go, I do go through it pretty quickly, but also I have some pretty large bald spots in my brow, so it takes a little bit. It takes a village. Okay, next, oh, I'm sad I got through this. I liked this a lot. This is the Colourpop Creme Gel Liner in Call Me. It was like a brown, it was a super deep brown black, but it had like a really pretty purple shift to it. I'm not the biggest into dark eyeliner just because my eyes are so tiny, but I will say if there was a look I was going for, even, okay, besides tight lining, I loved this to tight line because the purple, like I have hazel eyes, so the purple in it like really kind of emphasized that. I mean, it's a hint of purple, but it's still like it worked, you know, it worked out pretty well. But anyway, I love this formula, the cream gel liners by Colourpop. I think they're so good. Like, it didn't fade on me really throughout the day, even in my tight line. Like, if I did ever wear it on my lower lash line, like, it went on super evenly and smoothly, and I didn't have to tug or anything. And it's retractable, which I love. I don't know if I'll repurchase this exact shade. I did love the shade, but I just didn't use it that often. Like, I think I had this for like 3 years before I actually used it. And I think maybe it's because part of it fell out, because there's like a little break in it. But I did love this, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so next is, oh, this Ellen Tracy bronzer stick. I got this from TJ Maxx. I mean, it was like super on sale. There's like 2 other little sticks that came with it. I was like, I did really like this. I really liked the shade of it because it was a cooler toned brown, which is pretty hard to find when it comes to like cream contour. So I will say I really appreciated the shade in this, and the formula was good. Like, the formula wasn't bad at all, but it was nothing to write home about. And honestly, I love my $1 one from Shop Miss A, honestly, a little bit more. So I'm just gonna repurchase that one and not this one. But this one wasn't bad. So this is the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. I love this stuff. It's so good. I have not I lie. I repurchased it kind of with my Sephora points. And it was like a lot of my Sephora points. And I got this. Disgusting. Like, I always know people bitch about Sephora's point system, and I finally get it now. It's made mostly of water, so I will say when you initially put it on, it's cooling, but that does fade after a while. Like, the more that you use it and open the packaging and stuff, like once you're like kind of halfway through this product, you don't really get that sensation anymore. And that was cool. I mean, it wasn't why I loved this powder so much. I just love this powder because it's super lightweight and thin, but I did see a difference in the longevity of my makeup when I did apply this. And I know it's like Hydra Mist, a hydrating powder. Again, I have oily skin, like, so I mean normal oily, but still it gets oily. And so this, I mean, I could put it on my chin, which is my spot, my oily spot, or my forehead, and it would keep the oils at bay throughout the entirety of the day. I don't know if I'm gonna repurchase this because I freaking love my Maybelline Fit Me setting powder, and that's oodles and oodles cheaper. So the last thing that's not a setting spray is my L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. This is the shade 405. I've already repurchased this. I know this is just the packaging. There's nothing left in there, like, internally. I've already repurchased this. I actually repurchased it in the shade 410, and I think I like 410 a little bit better. They both fit me perfectly, like, I'm not gonna lie, but I think I like 410 a little bit better. But this is my favorite foundation of all time. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. It's not expensive. It's L'Oreal. The packaging's nice. It has a pump. It's just so good. It's not cakey. It's not super heavy, but it's got really, really good coverage. I use my damp elf sponge to apply this, and it applies it just so beautifully, so effortlessly. I usually squirt out like 1 to 2 pumps on the back of my hand, tap my wet sponge in it, and just go all over my face, and it wears incredibly throughout the day. I mean, it's literally a 24-hour foundation. It lasts so well and so nicely. Like, it's not one of those foundations where it breaks up throughout the day. It's so good. It's so worth the hype, and it's beautiful, and I love it. It's my favorite foundation, and I've already repurchased it in another shade, like I just said. Okay, so next is these 3 different setting sprays. I think I've already talked about this CoverGirl one on my channel. I won't go too in depth. This is the CoverGirl Outlast Cooling Setting Mist All Day Wear. I got it because it was on clearance at Target. It was $3.48 instead of $7. I did really like this, but it's super heavily scented, and it's just something, I enjoyed it while I used it, but honestly, I didn't even remember having this until I just looked into my bucket. I think that probably tells you all you need to know. This is the Milani Rosewater Prep and Refresh Hydrating Mist. I did actually really, really like this stuff. I love the Milani Make It Last. I actually just got a new one of those. But, okay, this is a preface for my next fails video. This Make It Last with sunscreen in it, I only got it because they were out of my normal Make It Last. I got this one because it was the only kind they had, and I just wanted it, and I needed to get out of the store so I could go home. But anyway, this smells like cat piss. What did I say? Those First Aid Beauty things that I said kind of smelled like watered down cat piss. That smelled like roses compared to this. I used this once, and it was when I was going to my brother's housewarming, and I didn't know how bad this smelled, and then I put it on my face, and it ruined that day for me, because the entirety of the time that I'm at my brother's housewarming, he bought a home at 21, which is so cool. I'm worried about how my face smells like cat piss. It's garbage. Don't get it. Don't get it. But anyway, I'll talk about that later, at a later date. But anyway, this Rosewater one was super good. Again, heavily fragrance. It smelled like roses, obviously. But I did like it. Again, probably won't repurchase it or go out of my way to. If it's the only Milani one, I'll get it and feel okay about it. But yeah. And then this is the LA Girl Setting Spray Fix and Set Makeup. I actually really, really liked this. Another thing, I forgot I even had this. But I did really, really like this. LA Girl, man, they come out with some cool stuff, and they're cheap. They're like Essence cheap. I don't know exactly how much this was, but I can tell you it was probably under $5 or 10 easily. But this was actually really good, and you get a lot in here. Like this comparatively to the That's 2.03. Yeah, you get more in this one than you do in this one. And this one's cheaper. So, I did like this. I forgot I owned this and forgot that I liked it. But next time I'm at CVS, I might buy this instead of the Milani one. This one's like $10, which is, I mean, it's not a lot compared to a lot of the stuff. So that's it. That's the end of this video. Those were all of my empties. It was actually a lot. I think I filmed this video pretty quickly, which I'm excited about. But we'll actually see when I start editing it. Because usually I'm like, oh my god, I only talked for like 5 minutes. I did so good. And then I edit it and I'm like, oh my god, this is like 4 hours. I am gonna go. I'm not gonna drag this out because I need to go make myself dinner. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it all the way through, please like and subscribe or leave a comment down below, except for that guy who's been randomly like leaving me just random links in my comments. Thank you for the engagement, but like why? No one looks down there too. I have no other, anyway. So yeah, please comment, like, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I think I probably already said that. We're having a great day or night or afternoon or evening, wherever you are. I hope you're staying safe with just all the stuff in your mind, in the forest fires, in the masks, and just everything. Life sucks right now. I'm sorry, and I love you, and I hope you're doing okay. And I will see you in my next video.